Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming and welcome back to Nascar Heat 2. ATF Gaming and welcome back to... Oh, I forgot to mute that. Dear Lord. I forgot to mute that. Oh my gosh. Sorry for the, 5 Aarons talking at one time there. I like listening to my intro music because it makes me feel so important. So I always listen to that even though I probably shouldn't be, and then when I start streaming, everything just repeats itself. So how is everybody today? I know, let's see, who do we have here? We have Gaming with Bacon, we have Bragger, we have T-Ball Man was here earlier, JC is here. We got quite a crowd already. We even have 2 people watching on Twitch. That's new. Usually I don't have anybody on Twitch, but it's nice to see everybody today. I just closed my chat screen. Why did I just do that? Everything's off to a great start, as you can see. I'm kind of messed up today. The rest of the family just left for a vacation today. So I'm here by myself trying to run the household and stream and all that stuff. And plus with Thanksgiving, all my days are messed up. So I kept thinking Thanksgiving was Sunday because, the Lions were playing football. So, alright, welcome to Hansel Faber on Twitch. I'm good as well. Like I said, just kind of a little disoriented to start today. But we should be rolling here. So, I just wanted to start. I don't think I've ever actually shown the stat screen yet. I just wanted to start with that because I honestly don't think I've actually shown it. This was part of the big patch that came out, about a month ago now. I don't think I've actually ever showed the stat screen. So, here's the stat screen. We've done 113 races in this career mode. Like JC was asking earlier, this is our 4th season. I believe we did 2 seasons in trucks, 1 season in Xfinity, and now we are in the Cup Series. So, we have a championship in each of the lower 2 series, and hopefully we can do that here in the Cup Series as well. So, let's see what we got on the agenda today. We also have momentum left over from our last episode. We've had a couple really good finishes now. We've had a 4th place finish at Talladega. If you haven't watched that episode on YouTube, highly recommend it because it was quite an interesting finish. We won at Richmond and we finished 2nd in Bristol. That's what happened in the episodes this week. Just quick recap. Obviously, I recommend you watch them, but just for sake of continuancy, we have to let you guys know. We have a string of mile and a half here. We have Kansas and Charlotte, mile and a half. Dover, which is a mile. And Pocono. What about... Oh, I guess I didn't consider that. So I guess this would be our 5th season, JC. That's a good point. I did not consider that. So I guess if you count the hot seat season for the trucks when you first start, this is our 5th season. But here's our standings. We have 3 wins already this season. All of them fuel mileage wins. So I don't know how I feel about that. But we're securely locked into the chase. We're the only one with multiple wins. But as you can see, 8 people have already won. And it's still early in the season. So we still have... There's only 8 slots left for new winners. So we could have a situation where people are going to get bumped out because of a lack of positions in the chase here. I just want to make sure this is working, because I've had to refresh that every now and then. Alright, so let's head off to the next race here, which is Kansas, I believe it was. Yep, we do have momentum, so maybe we can actually have a good finish on merit and speed instead of just being smart on pit road. But yeah, I'm doing good. I slept in today. The parents are gone on a vacation, so I'm running the household here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know how to consider it. Yeah, I just don't know. I guess I never thought about that because I always think it's like I kind of feel like it's a preseason of sorts, like a spring training or something like that. It's like before the seasons actually start. So I don't know. But let's head off to Kansas. I've gotten in the habit in my off screen of actually doing adjustments before qualifying because we've been terrible in qualifying. And that usually leads to us being terrible in the first couple stages until we pit. So I've gotten in the habit of adjusting the setup before qualifying now. Welcome, Dale. Welcome to the stream. Everybody's here. Let's see. XX NASCAR, X Racing, XX88 is here as well. Got a big crowd today. I'm super happy with that. It's nice to see a bunch of people. Nice to have an interactive chat. Makes life a lot easier for me as a streamer, as far as, you know, having stuff to talk about. So I appreciate all of you being here. I know it's all of our first weekend without NASCAR, so we're all kind of in NASCAR withdrawal right now. So hopefully this can be a little bit of NASCAR that you get for the weekend. Yeah, that is a lot of X's. Nope, we're just starting out, Dale. We just started about 15 minutes ago, so we're just starting out. Yeah, Bragger John retweeted my stream, so I was hoping maybe he would show up today. He's never actually announced his presence on any of my streams, so I'm waiting for that day. Where did we qualify? I probably badly. Let's see. Yep, we're still not shown. 31st. Alright, well, at least we're going to start on the... Alright. Well, no NASCAR Racing 88. Don't be sad about the X's. It's your name. I shouldn't make fun of it. Alright, so let's start the race. See what kind of... Oh, yeah, we got PRN.
Tonight we're at Kansas Speedway getting the pins set for the Go Bowling 400. We're about a quarter of the way through the season, and every race this year has been jam-packed with exciting action. Will we get another breakout performance tonight, or will someone throw a gutter ball? Either way, buckle up. It's going to be exciting.
Alright, starting on the inside, so we might be able to take advantage of a good restart here if we have one. I was looking at some of our race results this season, and I've come to realize I don't think we've gotten very many stage points. Part of that's just because we suck at qualifying, and part of that is just I usually end up getting in a wreck, and that usually sets us up for pit strategy, and then pit strategy usually puts us in the back. Oh yeah, Jeffrey Earnhardt is mad at me, so I gotta be careful about that. We also got Danica, who's mad at us. We have 4 people. It was Jeffrey Earnhardt, Danica, Ryan Blaney, and Corey LaJoy, I believe, are the 4 people mad at us. So let's try to get Chris Buescher in between. We also... Everybody's right here. We just had Earnhardt, now Danica, and then Blaney's right up ahead. So everybody's always right where we start, it seems like. But yeah, I really wish we could start getting some stage points. Now, obviously, we have a slow car, so that's part of the equation. But I just look at the race results. I see, like, the races we won, we got 40 points, but we didn't get any other stage points. So, oh crap! Well, there's that wreck I was talking about. That always happens in the first stage. Well, we might as well, pit, make some adjustments here. Repair the car. What's new? I know, I hate the aprons in this game. I know it's realistic to an extent, but it's just... And I've gotten much better about avoiding them too. But it's just, every once in a while, it's just... I kind of forget, I have a lapse in judgment, or there's a freaking rival car that's trying to shove me off the track. That's usually where I have the issues, is when a rival tries to shove me off the track in the turns. Alright, let's get far away from Corey LaJoy, hopefully. Yes, I use a controller. I would love to get a steering wheel, but that's money that I don't have right now. But yes, I use a controller. Alright, tried to give Gase a shove there to make this line move because we got a huge 3-wide situation here. But we actually got through it pretty good. Yeah, there's a fine balance. Like, I got super pissed off when I got the game early, and the grass at road courses was absolutely unplayable when I just clipped the grass a little bit. And I got super pissed off about that, but I'm like, yeah, it's probably realistic, but it's just super frustrating. Cause like I'm used to the EA games. Those are the games I was brought up on, and the grass was, you could just use the grass whenever you wanted, and it was no big deal. So yes, it's realistic. It's super frustrating though. But we've made a bunch of clean passes, 1 lap to go on the stage, so we're definitely not getting stage points here. We've made a bunch of clean passes, but it's just that one wreck really put us behind. Probably could have made up a bunch of positions had we maintained our position after the wreck. Oh crap, Ryan Blaney. Alright. Come on, Aaron. Nope. Well, at least it put us in 31st instead of something else. And we didn't get that much damage. How many laps was that last stage? I don't remember. So we're not going to pit because nobody else is, even though I have a feeling we probably should have in order to make it to the end of that stage. I don't remember how many laps the first stage was. I was more concerned with passing everybody. Got 10 laps of fuel. How many laps is the stage? 10 laps. So we are good, but we also pitted or after the start of the race. Oh crap. Danica! Again, nobody else is pitting. I guess they can probably make it now. Let's up the tape a little bit more. But we had to... Alright. Maybe Brad, Kyle, Martin, and us are on the right strategy here, it looks like. Alright, T-Bro Man, nice to see you. I know you were here when I first scheduled the stream, but I did not see you since, so I'm glad you are here. It looks like us, Larson, Keselowski, and Truex have the right idea with pit strategy here. Hopefully. So let's just not cause a caution. Because if we don't cause a caution and the rest of the field has to pit, then we're at least going to be 4th. And that's some stage points. And that's kind of our goal, our mid-season reevaluation is we need to get some stage points. Since we're about halfway through this first season, I would like to think.
Stay low. Hold your line.
Almost got into Larson there. He's being held up by Earnhardt. So I had to hit the brakes a little bit more than usual. I normally don't, Bragger. The only reason is I went to do it once and nobody showed up. So it was literally a race with me and one other random guy. So that's why I've stuck to career mode on these streams. Alright, we got a huge mess of cars here, so I'm just going to back out here and hopefully not cause a caution, because if my line of thinking is correct, everybody else is going to have to pit. No, I'm not sure yet. I want to, like, if I win the championship this season, then next season we're going to try to win all 3 championships at once. And I would like to, have 3 teams that, it would make sense if a driver wanted to run all 3 series. So, like, probably a Joe Gibbs and Kyle Busch Motorsports situation would make sense. Or a Hendrick Jr. Motorsports and maybe a Joe Nemechek, the Nemco Racing. Those are all Chevy cars. So I would like to... Alright, there's a huge log jam there on pit road. Would not be surprised if caution comes out for that.
Okay, that's the halfway mark.
But, everybody's coming in the pit, but I would like to make a situation that makes sense. I guess. Alright, there's everybody else, and that well, there's still a few people who haven't pitted yet. Truex is definitely faster than us, so we'll let him by without anything. Again, we should probably finish 4th in this stage, which is exactly what we were aiming to do here. I'm glad I'm not the only one who realized this strategy. That would have been kind of a stage 1 that I didn't really want. Truex could get wiped out here. Nope. I was concerned Truex might have gotten wiped out by Landon Castle there. 1 lap to go on the stage. Landon Castle looks like he's out of fuel, because he probably was supposed to pit there. So our teammate, who's wrecked us about 7 times already this season, is not having a good day. Now, usually I have a decent crowd for career mode, so I haven't really had to reconsider. Plus, you know, the whole reason I do career mode is so that I can be ahead of everybody else, all the big YouTubers. But yeah, we got stage points. Welcome, Daniel. One of your birds is starting to talk. Great. I'm sure you're enjoying that. Now, the next question here is, if I pit now, can I make it to the end? We're still waiting for the top 10 to cross the line. There we go. I think it's going to be darn close. So we're going to pit. Landon Castle is not, so there might be a decent wave around group. Yeah, Landon Castle didn't pit, so that trapped everybody on the lead lap.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green. Car high.
And yes, we can make it to the end from here. So, this is going to be a race between 6 people. Landon Castle probably... Okay, 5 people. Landon Castle probably isn't going to be in the race, because he's probably going to have to pit again, I would assume. I don't know how he stayed on the lead lap after all that. We're going to have to try to get around Castle. He's holding us up. Larson! Alright, save it, Aaron. No. Kyle Larson, really? Oh, well, Joey just caused a caution. Alright, so we're at least going to get back in the front of the pack, so... Yes, I want a happy dog, just when it's convenient, not right now.
Almost ready. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
But freaking Kyle Larson took the way high line and then tried to correct himself and drove right into me.
Keep it right there.
I'm going to be nice to Larson, because I just want a good finish here. I don't want to be wrecking all over the place.
Clear.
Alright, this is probably not the ideal line here. But the main thing is, the more cautions we have, the more people who are going to get on the lead lap. And everybody has enough fuel. Everybody has pitted now. So... Alright, we got into Keselowski there. That was my fault. But the problem is, the more cautions we have, the more lucky dogs and the more people who are on the lead lap. Casey Kane just ran over me.
Caution is out.
Well, they're sure not making this easy on us, that's for sure.
Ready. Steady.
Yes, Daniel, I would love to have a happy dog at some point.
Green flag. Carlo.
I'm just frustrated right now because everybody seems to want to kill me right now. But hey, this is going to be a good day for Front Row Motorsports regardless. Both me and Landon Castle seem to be on the correct pit strategy here. Larson's doing it again.
Car inside.
I thought he was going to wreck Kansas, so I backed out. What is... What is Matt DiBenedetto doing way up here? Man, this is crazy. Well, let's see. That was the charter that Roush had. So now that they have the 77 charter, Roush is probably going to give that charter. I don't know who they would give that to. Yep, I got all the November DLC downloaded earlier this week, so this could be the first time you see some of the new DLC stuff. Ryan Reed to Cup, no. Pretty sure they've already announced that that's not going to happen. Oh, why is my temperature overheating? Why is my radiator damaged? Well, this is bad. Luckily, the white flag is out, sponsored by Love's Travel Stops. And luckily, the lowest we're going to finish is 7th. Maybe 8th.
Stay high, easy. Hold your line. Car outside. Cars on both sides. Yellow flag, easy.
Well, that was a yellow flag on the white flag lap. Well, I'm going to pit for repairs so we can have the best shot at this. Because all we're going to do is fall 2 spots here, so. Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations to him. Took him long enough. I thought he was just going to be single forever. Alright, we're going to try to get to the inside here. Unfortunately, we have a rival in Ryan. Matt DiBenedetto, you... Take 3. Yeah, white flag, yellow flags have been an issue that has come up a lot recently. I know Matt DiBenedetto is probably super excited that he's in 11th place right now, but that doesn't give him permission to wreck a freaking lead lap car, which is also a small funded team, so you would think he would be on our side here. Alright, let's at least get around Landon here. Like I said, the more cautions we have, the more people who are on the lead lap. Now the entire top 10 is on the lead lap. So that's more positions we can lose here. White flag is out, but we know that doesn't really mean anything. Well, Roush will get the charter, but I don't know who. They would probably give it to somebody. Yeah, top 5 for you, JC? Top 5, probably not, but, well, I was going to be super aggressive for a 6th place finish, but that doesn't matter anymore. Looks like it's going to be a 7th, assuming Kenseth doesn't pass me. Yep. Sorry, JC. I failed you. Well, I assume TriStar is going to be back next year, so it might be they'll sell the charter back. Officially sell it to TriStar for Front Row. There's no way Front Row is going to expand. They're in no shape to do that. But hey, a 7th place finish, yes, mostly pit strategy, but still we had to race for it at the end. And I think we actually moved up a place in the point standings, so that's excellent. I still think Danica's going to go to Ganassi for both of the Daytona and the Indy 500. That just seems like the most logical thing that could happen. And the most competitive thing that would happen. I don't think Danica would accept a ride from Front Row. She said it herself. She's not going to accept low-funded teams. So I think it's logical that um, that she's gonna do Ganassi for both. All right, Charlotte. Do we have any new enemies that we need to be wary of? Chris Buescher is now a level 5 pissed off, so now we have to be worried about him as well. Yeah, Richard Childress said 5 cars in Xfinity is just too much. But there's no way that they're going to be able to maintain 3 cars in Cup, 5 cars in Xfinity. Even three Cups and 3 Xfinity is going to be hard for them because they're not successful. Daniel Hemrick had a good run. That's really it. Even their Cup Series guys that ran for them, they didn't do too well. So, yeah, RCR is just kind of in a downward spiral right now. Yeah, they got lucky with 2 wins this year, that's for sure. But all right, let's qualify. Oh, got to change the settings. I don't know why they have the grill tape so low on the default settings. Welcome, Caleb, to the stream. Let's head off for qualifying here. And try not to qualify last. I really spun the tires there. So I was supposed to put up a new game today on my YouTube channel, but we had, well, not we, YouTube demonetized it. So I'm like, I'm gonna give it one more day, see if the review can get in before I make it live, because I'm super excited about this new game, and I hope you guys will like it. It is a racing game, so it is something that you guys can relate to. So I hope you guys are excited. I should be able to put that out tomorrow. I'll probably put it out tomorrow, whether it gets demonetized or not. But 100% tape in qualifying. I probably could do that.
All right, let's see where we place.
31st again, 2 races in a row. Looks like we're going to be starting next to our good friend Matt DiBenedetto, who completely wiped us out last race. But I'll turn it over to PRN.
We're live from Charlotte Motor Speedway for the running of the Coca-Cola 600. Today's event is one of the more unique races on the NASCAR schedule. At 600 miles, drivers and crew alike will face the ultimate test of skill and especially endurance. In 2016, Martin Truex Jr. dominated this race, leading 392 of 400 laps. So he's definitely one of the favorites today. NASCAR racing is coming up next on PRN.
Almost ready.
All right, this is the Coca-Cola 600. We got a bunch of patriotic schemes, I believe. Now, this is my first Coke 600. I wonder if they have the 4 stages thing like they did in the actual Coke 600 in this race. I'm actually quite curious about that. There goes DiBenedetto trying to ruin our lives again.
Hold your line.
Come on, Matt. I'm one of your biggest fans. Just stop being mean to me here.
Stay right there.
But yeah, most cars you'll see, they have the salute to the troops thing on their nameplate, where they have a troop name on the car instead of their own name. You'll see that.
Easy.
I don't think Brennan Poole is the answer for RCR, honestly. I think they should
Stay sharp.
bring Daniel Hemrick up, honestly.
Going green.
But
Green flag. Green
they've
flag.
already announced he's going to be back next year in the Xfinity, so
Keep it right there.
that's probably just not going to happen. I don't know why we're getting such bad restarts. Usually we have decent restarts in this game.
Careful.
Oh, yeah, there's Danica. She's mad at me.
Clear, clear. Car high.
But yeah, I'm interested to see if they actually have the 4 stages here or not. This is my first Coke 600, so I don't really know. But I assume with how long this stage is actually going to be, 12 laps, that
Keep it right there.
that's not going to be the case. That they're just going to have 3 stages here. Otherwise, this is going to be a very long race.
You're hitting your mark. Great lap.
Come on, McMurray, stop being a roadblock here. I'm actually very fast here, so I would like to make some progress.
Stay low.
Oh, I'm sorry, Trevor Bain. That's going to be a huge wreck behind us.
Back her down.
Did not mean to do that. Conrad, welcome to the stream. Man, everybody's here today. We are having a good day here on the stream today. Everybody's going through NASCAR withdrawal this weekend, so hopefully this can be your little... Oh yeah, Blaney's mad at me, so I'm gonna try to back out of that situation without wrecking anybody.
Still there. Clear low.
Alright, there's not really a good way to get around Blaney here. If I get underneath him, he's gonna just shove me off the track and on the apron. So we're gonna have to probably pass him on the high side in the corners, which is possible here at Charlotte. It's just not easy. But we're gonna try it here going into turn 3. Nope, it's not quite fast enough, and now we're going to be side by side in the tri-oval, which is probably not good. Well, that's the end of stage 1, so we're in good shape there. Oh yeah, Conrad, definitely going to be doing NASCAR Heat 2 in the off season. Let's see, what have I missed? Wow, chat's going so fast here. The only reason I'm concerned about Brennan Poole going to the 27, by the way, I think we need to pit in order to make it to the next stage, but I was looking at chat, so I didn't do the thing.
Almost ready. Nice.
But,
Going green.
DC Solar was Kyle Larson's primary sponsor at Homestead. So, if they're going to follow Poole to RCR, that's another sponsorship lost for Larson. And I personally think they would much rather,
Car inside.
Ganassi would much rather have keep Poole on so that DC Solar will stay with them.
Clear low.
But everybody's going to have to pit now. I definitely could have made it through the end of the stage had I pitted under that caution, which is frustrating. Alright, let's get around Blaney before he drives me off the track. Beautiful. But I definitely should have pitted there, and I'm frustrated that I didn't. But there was so much going on in chat, I was trying to catch up.
Stay right there. Car inside. Load clear. Car high.
Because there's so much going on track, I'm trying to avoid chat right now.
Lap. Car high.
Oh crap, Blaney's back. Oh, well, there's your annual Rhyming with Aaron segment for the day. Oh crap, Blaney's back. Well, sort of. We just wiped out the back half of the field there, but it doesn't look like there's going to be a caution.
Clear low.
I'm sorry I'm not paying too much attention to the chat right now. I'm just focusing on having a good finish and figuring out when I'm going to be making my pit stop here. And having a smooth pit stop, because you guys know how green flag pit stops usually go for me. Which is why I'm especially pissed off that I didn't pit under that caution. Yeah, McDowell, it seems like he's going to the 34. That seems pretty much confirmed by now. Alright, we're going to stay out one more lap because it looks like a majority of people are coming in now. We still have 3 laps of fuel. So we're going to go one more lap and try to come in by ourselves. Or at least with fewer cars, because that looked like the majority of the field coming in that time. We just did Kansas. Kansas was right before this. Alright, so we're coming in with Kyle Busch. This is going to be a scary pit road entry. Not much more I can say about that, but this is just going to be a scary pit road entry. Oh, there's a huge pile up here.
Watch your speed.
That was actually the smoothest pit road entry I've ever done in my life. But there was a huge backup on pit road, so we're probably going to have to stop at some point here. Or just run into Kyle Busch, that works too. And of course Casey Kang's there to ruin the fun, and Joey Gase. I don't know why I decided to be on the inside line here. I trust J-Ski, I really do. They do a really good job of covering all of the resources they have, and I trust them quite a lot. And plus they are affiliated with ESPN, so they are kind of forced to be reliable here. Alright, let's see where we're going to come out. That pit stop cycle seemed to really jumble up the field coming on the pit road. Alright, trying to find a good spot on track, not to LePage everybody, which is probably here. But we came out 13th, and I think there might still be a few cars on pit road still. Well, no, never mind. But that was just kind of a weird looking pit cycle. I don't think McDowell is official yet, but it's pretty well assumed at this point. There was a Twitter account, RPM Report, I believe it is, that's put out like an official looking picture of McDowell in the 34 next year. But it's not confirmed, but it's pretty widely assumed that that's going to happen. 27, I really don't know, honestly. I don't think Brennan Poole, because they would have announced it by now, I feel. And yeah, I just don't know. Unless if the Kurt Busch deal falls through, and then Kurt Busch is available, they could bring on Kurt Busch, but I really don't know. 27 is just a huge mystery right now. I still think the smartest thing for them to do was to bring up Hemrick, but they've already said that that's not going to happen, so.
Careful.
Alright, we got a lap car, Timmy Hill here, being a thorn in everybody's side right now.
The yellow's out.
And that's the end of stage 2, so he missed out on stage points there. Let's see what we got. No, don't. So we can't make it to the end by pitting now. So we're going to stay out. My only concern is, can we make it to the end on one more stop?
Smooth here. Going green. Green, green.
We have 10 laps to go on fuel. So this is stage 3. Alright. So there are 4 stages. So we can make it to the end of this stage on fuel. So I'm really glad I didn't pit there. I kind of forgot that we were wondering whether that was actually a thing or not. So they do have all 4 stages, which means this is just a ridiculously long race. Come on, Kyle Busch, let's make a move here. Guess I'll go low.
Keep it right there. Stay on the bottom. Hold your line.
I would not be surprised at all if Loves follows Landon Castle wherever he goes. He has been an excellent
Still there.
sponsor representative for Loves, both on social media and in, visiting travel stops and stuff like that. So I would not be surprised at all if Loves follows Landon Castle wherever he goes. No, Aaron, don't go on the apron. Hey, top 10 on speed. That's pretty darn good for us. Now, question. We can possibly make it while we're also hitting the wall. But can the AI make it? As we pitted towards the end of that pit cycle. So the AI might be 1 or 2 laps short here. Daniel, that's actually not a terrible idea. Landon Castle going to the 27. As long as he does bring sponsorship with him, that's actually not a terrible idea. Remind me to loosen up the car at the pit stop, which is right now. So we're at a point where I don't think I can hold the lead. Plus we need tires, so we're gonna pit. We're gonna loosen up the car a little bit. Shouldn't lose any spots. I'm just trying to stay on their pit strategy right now. Yeah, probably could have stayed out and won the stage, but it was I don't know if I would have been able to hold the lead or not. Danica's giving us a shove here. I actually quite appreciate that. But let's see if we can get some stage points here. Again, I know I'm only catching little tiny bits of the chat right now because you guys are just chatting away over there, debating rides and all that. So I'll catch up on it at the end of the stage and maybe the race, even though we've still got a long ways to go in this race.
Hold the bottom. Still there.
Yeah, Kyle Long already announced what their plans are next year, having at least one... Hold on 1 second. Alright, I'm going to keep my headphones off for a second here. But they announced already that it's going to be full-time next year in the Cup Series. And they said that David Starr will be there for most of the rides, assuming his Xfinity partners come with him. And
Hold the bottom. Hold your line.
so they've already announced their plans. They said that Timmy Hill will probably be there for a couple races. Stuff like that, so...
Caution's out. Back her down.
Alright, that's the end of stage 3. We finished 12th. Everybody's gonna pit. We can all make it to the end from here. 2 tires looks like the way to go. We might be able to gain some spots here. Nope, we lost 10 spots. Thanks a lot, game.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice.
I even took 2 tires.
Green
And that means we're going to have to start next to Blaney. This game's really trying to frick me over right now. But like, we've given you too many favors with the stupid AI pit strategy, so we're going to try to screw you over the one time that you actually followed their pit strategy.
Hold high, easy. Hold your line.
Yeah, that's Conrad's thing. Conrad likes to do the all caps thing, and I've accepted that. I don't even know who that was that punted me into the wall there, but that's kind of frustrating, honestly. Weren't all these guys a lap down at one point? Pretty sure some of these guys were a lap down. Oh yeah, they announced that Mark Thompson was going to be the 500 driver. I remember that. He's ran a couple of Xfinity races, but yeah, he's mostly a no-name. Well, this has turned into a very frustrating last stage already. Let's cause a caution here. No, I guess not. I never said that. I don't know what you're talking about. But this has turned into a very frustrating last stage here. Yeah. Like I said, he's run some Xfinity races for that team. But yeah, he's mostly a no-name. He might be an ARCA guy, I don't know. I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find out. It looks like a few of these guys might be pitting. I don't know how to explain that. Nope, they're just hugging the low line for some reason. I'm freaking pissed that we're in 30th right now. We were running in the top 15 for the majority of this race, and then they just decided, hey, 2 tires is still too slow of a pit stop for us, and I don't know. It's frustrating. And then I don't even know who it was that punted us into the wall there. I don't know why these guys are running such a low line in the straightaway. It looks like they're going to pit, but they're not. Unless if we get a caution, looks like 24th is going to be as good as it gets, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a good car. I will say that. The problem is he's getting beat by Joey Gase, Elliott Sadler, and among others, so it's probably not very good. Oh, I went too low. Sadler's going to spin. That might be our caution that we were looking for. Well, it should be, but there it is. Alright, not going to pit. Our tires are shot, so we might have some trouble here.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Nice, smooth here.
He's the next Morgan Shepherd. Well, Morgan Shepherd isn't gone yet. He's still running strong.
2 to go.
Alright, Jeffrey, give me... Oh, crap.
Car outside.
Get back on the track, Aaron. Don't let Jeffrey get by you, because Jeffrey's mad. Yep, he's going to squeeze us here, and that's going to be a wreck. Well, it looks like Jeffrey got the brunt of that damage, so that is his fault.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Okay, be smart out there. Going green. Green flag. All right. 2 to go. All right.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if MBM tries to get a charter. I just don't know if they have enough money is the question. MBM did a good job of when they showed up to the racetrack, they didn't wreck their cars. So I don't really know how many cars they actually have for the Cup Series. Because they only entered races. They didn't enter, like Talladega, they didn't enter the short tracks. They entered races that they felt like they could not wreck a car. So I don't know how many legit cars they own. But they did a good job of not wrecking their stuff. I'll say that much. Oh, they might have done Martinsville. I take that back. But they didn't do any of the restrictor plates. They didn't do like Dover and some of those high risk tracks. They did some of the safer tracks. So I don't. Well, that's the end of the freaking race, and I'm pissed off about that finish. All right, now it's time for me to go and see what's going on in chat here. We'll also throw an ad on for good measure. Let's see, 00. Don't know if they're planning on going full time yet, but I would assume that they're going to stick with Cope because Cope is the cheapest guy they're going to get because he's basically running the team right now. The new spotters, they're in the DLC. I don't know if they have like a separate DLC. I bought the Hot Pass at the beginning of the season, so I just got all the DLC, but I believe they're in the jumbo packs. But I'm not positive. There's this guy who is Alex Hayden. He's an MRN guy. And then the most recent one, they actually got a real spotter. Can't remember his name though, but I tried him out and I didn't like it. Yeah, be careful, Daniel. I know. You put star.com, so they thought it was a link. So, sorry about that, Daniel. No, it was a link. He put star.com. So they thought that was a link. I'm looking at it right now. Don't get mad at Daniel. He just accidentally put a period in a bad spot. Let's see. Any new rivals? Wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Landon Castle, our own teammate, is now officially a rival, as is Joey Gase. So we've got basically the entire back half of the field pissed off at us now. And we have to go to Dover next. Oh, if only James was here. If only James was here. I'm going to put the command in anyway. Yeah, only mods have the command power currently. So I guess JC could do the commands. So JC, if you wanted to do any commands, let me get the list up for you. So JC, if you're still here, you can have fun with the commands. Daniel, what are you talking about? Are you going to do your talking on the stream? Nightbot's allowed to do links. Yeah, I'm on the live chat, yeah. The chat is... When I talk, and when you guys chat, there's like a 5-second delay or something, so... let's see. We need to do setup here. Should do a NASCAR talk show. I have thought about that, honestly, because my predictions videos do so well. So I might start doing that next year, but the only problem with that is I actually have to pay attention to all of the races. And honestly, I don't know if I'm up for that high level of paying attention here.
Go, 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 go!
Yeah, and I know quite a few people already do that. I know Real Radman does it. NASCAR with the 2 and the 4 does it. Um, so I've kind of been, I thought about it, but I decided not to. Just sticking with the predictions videos. I might put up like a thoughts on last season video in the next week or so. Now that the family's on vacation, I have a bunch of recording time, so I might record some of those extra things. This actually feels like a good lap. 36. Never mind. I guess it wasn't a good lap. But I'll turn it over to PRM.
Today, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series rolls into Dover, Delaware for the AAA 400 Drive for Autism. Dover International Speedway, also known as the Monster Mile, is a track with banking so high it's often described as a roller coaster ride by the drivers. Miles the Monster is once again ready to torment this star-studded field of NASCAR drivers. Who can tame this monster? Well, let's head down to the track and find out.
Stay sharp. Green's coming.
Alright, let's get through this start and then I'll respond to a few of the chat things. Oh, that was an excellent launch. We should get penalized by NASCAR for this, but luckily they won't do that. Now the only problem is we're 3 wide at Dover, and I'm scared just being 2 wide at Dover. So, well, and we're back to last. So much for me focusing on that start.
Stay on the top. Still there.
But yeah, I'm a PS4 person. And as far as the computer games go, I have a list of games that I want to bring to the channel. But the problem is my computer is not strong enough to handle both recording and playing the game on the same hard drive. So what I'm doing is I'm saving up money, and probably once the new year hits, I'm going to get a new computer that can handle all that. I'm going to start bringing some more games to you guys, more variety. Because I have a list of games that I want to do that are on the PC that I've already bought, stuff like that, so. Alright, we've got a lot of hurt here. Well, note to all of you who play NASCAR Heat 2, don't get people pissed off, because it's just frustrating. There is a golf game that I have that I've been thinking about doing. It's called Golf It. I play it with John and his friends on his streams. Well, I used to, until everybody rebelled against that game because I'm the only one who's any good at it. But I really like that game. We've also played golf with your friends, but I despise that game with a burning passion. But yeah, once I get the new PC, I'll definitely start doing more variety when it comes to streams, when it comes to videos. But right now we're gonna stick with what we got. Again, there's a new game that's going to be coming to the channel tomorrow. It is a racing game, but it's obviously not a NASCAR game because I've kind of run out of NASCAR games. Oh yeah, Landon Castle's mad at us now too. This is going well.
Stay sharp. Green's coming. Okay.
This is going very, very well. I am so lucky I've gotten those wins on Pit Strategy. Because I've just been terrible in the stream. How long have we been going anyway? We've only been going for an hour? Wow. I feel like we've been going a lot longer. We're super fast, but the problem is half of the back markers are enemies, so we don't really have a choice.
Still there.
It is not Gran Turismo Sport.
Right there.
I will say that much.
Car underneath.
It's a game that not many people do on YouTube, at least of the people that I follow.
Carlo.
What is going on? Guess I'll go with my headphones off again. I keep hearing random noises, but I'm the only one home, so I'm gonna go with my headphones off for a minute, see if I can figure out what these random noises are.
Car inside. Carlo. Caution's out. Back her down.
Well, there's the end of the stage. We can make it to the end of the next stage, so we're not going to pit here.
Almost ready.
Well, I've had that feeling, you know, when I'm home alone,
Green flag. Carlo.
I hear random noises all the time. But the thing for me is, it's not like I'm not used to being home alone. I've lived in Chicago. I went to college in Chicago for a year. I lived in an apartment in Chicago, on the south side of Chicago, which is the bad part of Chicago. And I was by myself for the most part. And I don't know. It's just when I'm home alone here, it's just weird. There's these random noises all the time. Yeah, I went to a music school in Chicago for almost a year, but I dropped out and I moved back home. Because A, Chicago just wasn't my cup of tea. B, I wasn't a huge fan of the school. So. But yeah, I was on the south side of Chicago, and it was just an ugly neighborhood. We had lots of on-campus shootings and robberies and stuff like that, so.
Keep it right there.
Nope, I was born here in Michigan. I've lived most of my life in Michigan, but I had that 1 year excursion into Chicago. Dale Jr. in 36th place. RIP Junior Nation.
Bottom clear.
Oh, yep, Joey Gase is mad at me too. Yep, we're pitting. We gotta repair. Probably could have made it without pitting, but we had to repair.
Coming. Nice and smooth here. Going green.
Well, I'm not gonna go in too much to my personal life because that's not something I really need to dive into here. So I've already said more than I really want to say. But I'm never going to get past the back rear of the field here because Landon Castle's mad at me, Joey Gase is mad at me, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Corey LaJoy, they're all mad at me, Danica's mad at me, so it's going to take a lot of effort here at this small of a track, side to side wise, to get past this back of the field here, so this is going to be a challenge for us. I know most of you this probably won't impact because you guys don't really, not all of you show up to these streams, but the NASCAR 06 streams are going to go on a temporary hiatus because I've just had no luck with streaming that game, honestly. It's just been miserable. And another caution. Aaron comes into pit road again. Aaron starts last again. What's new?
Almost ready. The race is going green. Green flag.
Nightbot's allowed to do links. That's Nightbot's job. Well, Dover is inherently one of my worst tracks, mainly from the EA games, but I would be perfectly fine if I could just pass this field without everybody trying to wreck me.
Stay right there.
Like freaking Landon Castle, my own teammate,
Caution's out.
who I guarantee half of the, pissed off levels have been him initiating contact with me, but it's just whatever. I'm gonna pit again. Maybe we can make it to the end. Who knows? If we can make it to the end, then I can make something out of this horrible race again.
Almost ready. Nice and smooth here. Going green. There's the
Kind of
green
like the
flag.
Martinsville race we did earlier this year. 19 laps in fuel. How many laps left in the race? 20 probably. 19 in 18. So we're 1 lap short. So we're just gonna ride it out. We're gonna, let them go fast. We're gonna ride it out, maybe save some fuel, ride it in the back, and try to win this race on fuel strategy. Because how else are we gonna win this race? How else are we not gonna finish last in this race? So let's be conservative here. Let them go. Not try to pass anybody. That's going to wreck us. But leave it to me to find a way to fuel mileage this race again. This might be the last race today. I know not a full 2 hours, but I'm not feeling it today. I got other stuff to do today, so this might be the last race in this episode, unfortunately. Or this episode stream, whatever. Might cut it short today. Not really feeling it. I always freaking beat the AI in pit strategy. It's just me being smart. Apparently. Because every single time there's a stage break when it's like within 1 or 2 laps of making it to the end, I pit, the AI don't, and then I manage to, with the caution laps, I'm able to make it to the end, or I'm going to be 1 lap short in this case. So we're going to run out coming to the line probably. But this is a short enough track to where I think I can survive. But it always freaking happens. It's mainly the Cup Series because, well, I had it a lot in the Xfinity Series too. I don't think I ever actually was able to pull pit strategy in the Truck Series because those races are just a lot shorter. But it happened a lot in the Chase for the Xfinity Series, and it's been happening a lot here, so. But I'm just chilling out here, waiting for them to start pitting. Because we're going to be pretty close on fuel, I think. 11 there, so we're going to run out. Probably coming to the line. For the white flag. Or somewhere on the last lap is what my estimations are telling me.
All right, 10 to go. Keep it nice and smooth.
It looks like chat has died down a bunch. Don't know what happened, but I guess everybody lost interest in whatever was happening. Because now we only got 2 people watching. When we had at least 10, usually. Alright, I think we can probably safely pass Colwitt. He's not mad at. Oh, someone's in the wall. And someone is slowing down the field here. That looks like Matt Kenseth, maybe? Oh, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., possibly? I don't know. Well, I'm just waiting for everybody to come in.
Keep it right there.
And it looks like a majority of them are coming in now. Now, Joey Gase is mad at me, so we're going to have to be careful with him. Maybe I should have 3 channels. Not a chance. I don't know why John does it. I don't know how John does it. But it's not going to happen. That's just too much stress. I already have enough stress just putting up a video every day on one channel. Alright, looks like the rest of the field's coming in now, so we're going to have to kind of see where we're going to shake out track position-wise. We know we're going to be in the lead. It's just a matter of where everybody else is going to be around us. I hope we have a relatively clear track ahead. That would be very beneficial for us. Especially once we run out of fuel. Which we are going to run out of fuel at some point. It's just a matter of when and if I can make it back to the start-finish line.
You're hitting your mark. Great lap.
Yeah, we're good on fuel now, so I guess never mind. I've saved enough fuel somehow. With my mastery of fuel saving tactics of just run as slow as livingly possible, I guess. Yeah, we're good on fuel now. My masterful fuel saving tactics have come into play yet again, apparently.
Just one more lap to go.
That just seems to be a glitch that they haven't fixed yet. It's very frustrating. That plus all this pit strategy nonsense seems like things that they should be easily be able to fix. Well, we have yet again managed to win a race on pit strategy.
Way to dig, guys. That's a win, baby. Woohoo!
I don't know how, I don't know why. This game just absolutely lets me just run away on pit strategy. That's our 4th win of the year now. All on pit strategy. We were the only one on the lead lap. Gonna be a good payday again. I wish that was my real bank account. We won that race, but we dropped 3 positions in the point standings. I'll just leave that there. But we'll head back to the menu, see if there's any new things to take a look at. And that's probably going to be the end of this stream. I know it's a little shorter, but not really feeling up to it today, unfortunately. Next race will be at Pocono, and we'll pick that up in the episode that will be out on Monday. Well, let's see if there's any new rivals here. Good, we made it through a race without a new rival. Who's not mad at us? Let's see. Allmendinger, Boyer, Bush, Elliott, Hamlin. Okay, all the front runners aren't mad at us because we haven't been running up front. And Cody Ware, who doesn't even race every week, I don't think. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this stream, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button on YouTube and the follow button on Twitch. And click the little notification bell so you get a notification every single time I go live. And I will see you in the next stream /episode/video. Bye.